Hey guys, welcome to F1 Podcast, episode 120. Max, we're here to talk about the German Grand Prix.
And what a great Grand Prix to talk about.
Mate, I haven't stopped giggling like a schoolgirl all week. The smile has not left my face all week. What a fantastic race, mate.
Yeah, it was. It was a wonderful race for more than one reason, but great to see Webber claim his maiden victory after 130 starts. And to do so the hard way, mate, after getting a drive-through penalty as well.
Yeah, maiden pole as well. So during the 24 hours leading up to the Grand Prix, I was telling anyone who had listened that this was Webb's best chance to win a Grand Prix. Mm-hmm. He had a race-winning car, he had pole position, could he bring it home? In fact, my girlfriend, Max, watched her first ever F1 race.
Which I was mightily impressed with, I might say.
Because I talked it up all day beforehand, and we both tipped Webber to win the race, Max. So maybe we should both tip Webber more often, and he'll get some more victories, mate.
I reckon you might be right.
And coming down on that first lap, mate, Webber smacked into two people, Barrichello and Lewis, before turn one. And what were your thoughts at that point, mate?
I gave Barrichello a love tap, Pep. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. He smashed into the side of him, I guess.
Yeah.
But both cars were able to continue, and Barrichello was first into the corner, so no harm done.
Yeah, he was.
But as Mark said, you know, the wings on these cars are so, you know, bloody tiny. All of a sudden, boom, there he was. But look, the fact is he hit the guy. But Rubens was able to carry on. But Lewis with that KERS button was just shooting up on the outside, mate, and just ran out of road at the end of the day, and caught Mark's the rear Mark car, and that was him done.
Yeah, I thought when Mark moved over on Rubens, you know, David Coulthard made a comment as well. They weren't in the braking zone yet, and you know, I thought it was just good racing, Max. I thought it was very harsh for him to get a drive-through penalty for that. I don't know what you guys think, but you know, these guys are there to race, Max, and if you keep penalising them for these slight little incidences, then they're going to be scared to race. And Barrichello had plenty of room. It's not like he forced him off the circuit. They weren't in the braking zone yet, so for me it was all just good harmless fun, Max.
Well, Barrichello got to the first corner first the other day. If Webber had hit him, like say his rear, Barrichello's rear left, and he'd spun out of the race or gone into the wall, well, okay, maybe. But, you know, yeah, definite contact, no doubt about that. But Barrichello in the end came out smelling like roses. So,
yeah,
you know, for whatever reason, Mark got his 10-second penalty. They're the rules, and, you know, fair cop. But just proved fairly resilient through the race and drove explosively quickly. That RD5, as we've said all year, is a bullet. And, you know, he won this victory fair and square. It wasn't gifted to him, wasn't changing conditions or anything like that.
No.
He drove his balls off and you know, came out ahead.
And a stroke of genius, I thought, to do his drive-through penalty when Barrichello was going for his first pit stop, because I think even then there was a rumour that Barrichello was going to 3 stops. So if Webber went through at the same time, then they both had to do 2 more stops.
Very clever.
And at the time I was thinking, oh no, you know, he's not going to come back and be able to win the race. But like you said, Max, he just drove his absolute balls off, and the pace of that RB5 was so fantastic that he was able to, you know, Heikki held up the field a little bit, and Massa was doing some...
Thanks, Heikki.
Yeah, thanks Massa as well. But, you know, Webber just stormed through, and I can't remember the last time I watched a Grand Prix, Max, on the edge of my seat, sort of, you know, like this, just praying and hoping that Webber would bring it home, and that there wouldn't be any mechanical problems, and no rain. I was thinking, oh, please, no rain. And he did it, mate. He did it.
Made 20 laps from the end. I'm thinking, all right, what's going to go on Webber's car? Is the gearbox going to fuck up? Is the engine going to blow? Is someone going to hit him? Is he going to get a puncture? Is he going to have a heart attack? Is he going to swallow his tongue? Something was going to happen. I was like you, mate. I was on the edge of my seat waiting for something to go wrong. And thankfully the gods smiled on him, mate, and he gets what I think is a very well-deserved first victory.
You fucking beauty, Max. When he crossed that line and all that emotion poured out, and you know, he celebrated, and you could just hear in his voice all that coming
emotion,
out. And you know, I shed a little tear, Max. I'm
oh, you big softy! You.
It was fantastic. I mean, you know, for Australians, for those of you who have followed Mark Webber's career from the very, very start, before he even got into Formula One, and then just, you know, prayed that he would get in, and then when he got into Formula One. In the Minardi, and then the Jaguar, the Williams, etc., and just waiting for this guy to get a race-winning car, and the emotions, mate. You know, it was fantastic. I was really, really happy. Of course, I was going off.
No, he's done it the hard way. There's no doubt about it. Mark, prior to joining Formula One, as some of you will know, Mark was out of money, and it was an ex-Australian rugby player by the name of Campese, who stumped up 100 grand so Mark could continue racing open wheelers in Europe. And he had very little support from any Australian companies during his fledgling career. He had yellow pages, which is great. But the guy did it the hard way, and he's fought tooth and nail to get anywhere that he's got to this day. And now he can turn around and say that he's a Formula One race winner. And full credit to him. He's done a wonderful job, mate.
Yes, he has, mate, and it was awesome to hear that Australian national anthem. Max and I have been following F1 for a lot of years, but not since '81. We didn't see Alan Jones, which was the last winner in '81 at Las Vegas, so I'd never heard the Australian national anthem. That was fantastic. And I looked at Webber, I was watching him on the podium, and I could see the look in his eyes where he was saying, okay, I've got that monkey off my back, now I can think about more victories, now I can think about the championship, now, he's going to go on from here, Max, I've got no doubt.
Yeah, he will, and, he's had a lot of detractors over the years. A lot of people thought he was an also-ran and, would never get a win and the like. He persevered. I mean, that's the Australian way. When someone says you can't do something, you go out and do it. Irrespective of their opinions, and Mark's done that now, so he can now claim that he's a Grand Prix winner. And let's hope that Red Bull get him to sign on the dotted line for another couple of years. He's obviously very happy with the team, especially with a lot of the old the ex-Jag guys there at Red Bull. So this is also a big victory for them as well. And when Christian Horner said he thinks he's got the best, drivers in F1 in his team, although I think that's a bit over the top, he's got two very capable drivers who are now Grand Prix winners.
All right, well, we've got Webber and Vettel, P1 and 2, so another Red Bull 1-2, and Massa gets a podium for Ferrari as well.
Great to see Massa up there.
So all in all, Max, it was a very exciting German Grand Prix. Loved it. And we've got much more to talk about, but we're going to finish this video now because we're getting up to our YouTube limit, Max.
Thanks, YouTube.
Including, we'll start off talking about Barrichello and what happened after the German Grand Prix, and then some F1 news. So stay tuned.
All right, see you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.